wishes to expound from the divine pages of the Ganesh Purana another divine katha of the Lord Sri Ganesh. As the Lord Sri Ganesh grew up into the village, many people will go to Lord Ganesh and ask him to remove their obstacles and impediments. And in so doing, this beggar will go each day to Lord Ganesh and say, if you are truly God, why don't you remove my poverty? I am a beggar and I beg for a living. It is only when I beg, I eat. When I beg, I wear. And I would like this to be changed. I would like to change this. I would no longer like to be a beggar. And the little child, Ganapati Baba, turned to him and said, are you sure that you want to give up begging? He said, sure. If you bless me with wealth, then I don't have to go on the streets begging every day. And the Lord Sri Ganesh says, time is the greatest healer. Dheeraj Dharo. Have patience. And if you truly want your poverty to go away, then you must work towards it. Friends, what happened? Let us listen as we follow. Jai Ganesha Nada Dayanidhi Sakala Vigana Paradura Jai Ganesha Nada Dayanidhi Sakala Lord Ganesh continued to pray with the children of the village, and so as he prayed with the children of the village, the beggar went away, and the beggar said, this little boy is of no use to me. Misjudgment. Over 7 to 8 times I have gone to this little boy called Ganesh, and I am asking him, as everybody is proclaiming that he is God, and if he is God, he should be able to remove my poverty immediately. But he seems to be just an ordinary little boy, and he is not God. He can't do anything to help me. How many times we also have found ourselves in the very situation, saying there is no God. God has fallen asleep. If there was a God, this would not have happened. And if there was a God, He would have known before and protected everything. But the Lord said to us, man must develop in faith and live by that faith. And that faith in God will take him to places he have never been before. Vishwanath is a living testimony to it. When she got in contact with the path of bhakti, she started to live to the fullest. My dear buddies, even I as a Pundit have gone to India one time, and she had lived over 5 years in India after meeting with me. You see, my dear buddies, this is the greatness of devotion. Most time, the child surpasses the parents and elevate themselves in such a height that they come back and teach the parents. The Guru must always be open and never feel that he should be the highest person in the life of his devotees. He must always say, I wish my devotees can even become better than me. Give them the freedom to roam and be in search, and let them experience bhakti through action. It is available to all of us. But what the Guru said, you must wash my feet, you must bow to me, you must listen to me, give me dakshina. Of course you have to listen to him. Of course you have to take care of him. But you must elevate yourself by taking time to study the divine scripture, the injunctions of the Vedas. You must take time to know who you are. Take time to know where you came from, what is your purpose here, and from here where are you going. The Guru can only reach you to a certain point, and then you yourself have to take from that point onwards. The duty of the Guru is to give you the Shabda mantra, and you have to take that seed and plant that seed, allow it to germinate, nurture the plant of divinity, let it grow within your heart, and you must blossom and give your fruits to the world. Balo Vrindavan Bihari Ralaki. So the Guru can become proud of his shikshas. How many parents work in the estate and the children became doctors and lawyers and everything else? You must always want betterment for your children. Do not put down your children. Never call your child a stupid person. You know, oftentimes say, but you are a stupid child. What say? No, don't do these things. Instead, you are saying to the child, you are a stupid child. Say, what a loving child you are. Listen to me and learn from what I am telling you. Because you need to know that candy carries a lot of sugar, and sugar is not healthy for our body. But if when the child asks you for a chubby, the child asks you for a candy, and then you say, no, and the child starts to cry and pull your clothes and everything else, and then you push the child aside, go outside, and you call time off, you get time off, stay outside, lock the door. That is not the way the scripture or the scriptures have taught us to treat our children. We must treat our children with love, treat them with dignity, treat them with honor, and know that they must be the ones to take us into the future. And for this reason, Mother Parvati and Lord Shiva sacrifice themselves and give to us a child who is known as the Son of God. Even the Christian world, Joseph and Mary give their only begotten Son, the Christ, to the world. I want you tonight to know that it is your duty as a parent to develop the mind, the intellectual capacity of your child in a spiritual way. Not only give him an academic education where he gets 7 and 8 passes and he do his degrees and his masters, and then he work for a fat salary and say, yes boy, the mother and father have done it to me. And knowing that this child will have to leave this world one day. You must give the child spiritual wisdom, divine wisdom. Lead the child on the spiritual path that he will grow spiritually. And in growing spiritually, the child will become a living example, a shining example for the world to follow. This beggar was thinking negative about Lord Ganesh. And thinking negative about Lord Ganesh, he went about his way begging. Lord Ganapati took the form of a king. And as he took the form of a king, what happened? Jai Ganesha Purana, Nata Dayanidhi, Sakala Vigana Kararu. Taking the form of a king in a golden chariot, and he met with the beggar. Meeting with the beggar on his way, the king stopped the chariot and he asked the beggar, "Can you give me something from that sack you have?" The beggar was carrying a sack that whatever, well, let us say a bag, then you will understand it much more easy. He was carrying the begging bag. But he now started on his journey. And when the beggar was approached by the king, and the king got down the chariot and asked the beggar, "Can you give me something out of your bag?" The beggar took the bag and hid it behind his back. He said, "King, I am ashamed of you." A king begging from a beggar? Well, I will qualify you as a qualified beggar. The beggar telling the king, he said, "God blesses you with so much wealth. Before you give to me, you are asking of me? What a shame." And king, you know, you're really bold-faced. You're still standing up and watching me. Take out something and give it to me. And the king is asking the beggar, "Can you kindly give me something from your bag?" And the beggar said, "What a shameless king you are. I tell you I don't have anything." So king, you are not as beg. So the king said to him, "So what is so wrong in begging of you? You beg each day?" Said, "Yes." "And with all what you receive, what you do with it as a beggar?" He said, "That is none of your business." Very rude beggar. "Oh, it's none of my business." "Well, then tell me what you have in your bag." He said, "That is none of your business also." Well, what I will tell you, king, give up that golden chariot. Take out your robes, and I will lend you a suit of my clothing. It's all tear up, it's old, it's a bit smelly. And two of us will beg. And I will always tell everybody who I meet, you are a qualified beggar, and I am training under you. My friends, at that time the beggar began pushing the sack further and further down to the back. The king on the golden chariot realized that if there wasn't anything in that bag, he wouldn't hide it. But there is something in that bag which I ought to know about. So the king on the golden chariot said to the beggar, "Have you stolen something from someone? Are you a thief? Why are you hiding it?" He said, "King, one thing I want to tell you. I was beg, but I no thief. But king, I want to also tell you, while you are making an allegation against me, as though I have taken something from someone, I believe you too has also qualified now as a qualified thief. Because it takes a thief to know a thief." So the king said, "But why are you so mannish? I am a king, and I am simply asking something of you. Why are you so arrogant? Where would your ignorance friends, where will our ignorance take us? What it was so difficult for the beggar to open the bag and show the king and just tell him in a nice way, I think you're very inquisitive, but I will show you what the bag has. Whether it's an empty bag, whether the bag has little, whether it has plenty, but I have nothing to hide. My friends, your life must be an open page. Nothing to hide. Do you know why? Everything we do, I will know and God will know. Everything I do, I will know what I am doing and God will also know what I am doing. So who am I going to hide from? I may hide from man, but I cannot hide from God. So the best thing is not to hide from nobody. My life is an open book, an open page. Anytime you can look at my life. And what you see me doing in the morning, you will see me doing it at noontime, you will see me doing it in the evening, in the night time, and my whole life becomes this. This is the song I sing each day to glorify you and to praise you, God. I have nothing to hide. My friends, the beggar is saying, I don't have anything. I'm telling you, O king, I don't have anything. Why are you asking me over and over for something? I don't have anything. Don't bother me. Leave me alone. Where you came from? What is your name? I don't need to know your name. If you were a king, I would like to know your name. But you are a beggar, and a qualified beggar, I don't want to know your name. My little buddies, the king replied to the beggar, Lambodara Gaja Varana Manohara Karatri Shula Shuvara Lambodara King, you will do astrology. He said, why are you asking me that? He said, well, in astrology, when you open the portrait, you will see things. Like you're seeing something. He said, no, I'm not an astrologist. thinking it look like you are Siaman. You see things. You say no. This beggar is not realizing that it is the Lord he is speaking to. How abusive we can become towards the Lord. Do you know which day, which time, which form the Lord will take and come to you? Do you know which day the Lord will come to your doors? Are your doors closed or open? My friends, open up the doors of your heart. For the Lord is waiting to enter. How far away is God from man? Just this distance. Take your eyes and see if you can see your eyelids tonight. How far away your eyes are from your eyelids? It's right there. But can you see? The answer will be no. What you have to do? Go before a mirror. Look into the mirror. And you will see only this distance. Your eyes away from your eyes. But when you look into the mirror, and the mirror is covered with dust, what you have to do? Wipe away the dust of the mirror. And you will be able to clearly see that your eyes are so close to your eyelids that you yourself would not really be believing this. Have you been aware of it? Let us wipe away the dust of hatred and jealousy and greed and lust. And let us have a clear mind to see the Lord is right there, waiting for us to open up the doors of our heart to accept Him. Friends, it is not about the physical door of your home. It is about the door of your heart. Make this body a temple. पूजन को भगवान बना मन मंदिर आलीशान तेरे पूजन को भगवान बना मन मंदिर आलीशान तेरे पूजन को भगवान बना मन मंदिर This whole world is a mandir. This whole world is a temple. This whole world is a masjid. And all we are saying to the Lord, my Lord, into this little world, I just want a small place to worship Thee. I just want a little corner, a small corner of your mandir to worship You. You see my little all these murtis, they are representation of God. And you see they have occupied a little place. But while they occupy this little spot, they are bringing joy and happiness. What have brought us here tonight and the many nights that have gone? What have brought us together the many years? This is the 20th year of this festival. What have brought us here? These murtis. They are not idols, but they are the ideal through which will be able to realize God. If you see them as idols or images, that is how they will appear to you. Ravana saw the Lord as his enemy, and he said, I will fight a battle against him. Shiva saw the Lord as the protector of all beings, and the Lord appeared to her as the protector of all beings. It is how we see the Lord, that is how he will appear to us. But we have to unveil the mask of ignorance and boldly claim that, O Lord, Thou art the Father of this universe. You are the protector. You are the ocean of mercy, the ocean of compassion. And I put my faith into you. And oh God, I am not going to give up believing in you, for you are a God of miracles. Not speaking, not saying anything to us, but the language of silence is the greatest of all languages. They are speaking volumes to us. In silence, you go into meditation and know who thou art. Friends, the begging business continued. The beggar was not willing to surrender. The king insisted, so the beggar must go against his will. While the king insisted, the beggar said, I will never go against my will. I have nothing, and I have nothing to give to you. And the king said, whatever it will take out of me for you to really give me something out of the bag, I will do it. I'll be persistent, and I am not going to leave you alone. I've got to know what you have in that bag. And if you don't want me to know what is happening in that bag, just give me some of what is in the bag. As the king insisted, the beggar did not have any other choice but to dip his hand into the sack and gave to the king 7 to 8 grains of rice, and he left the rest. And I'm going to imagine how that beggar was dipping his hand in the bag. I want that should give him money. Must he push it, pull it out? Going to give it, but have a doubt in his mind and pulling it back. My friends, eventually the beggar surrendered and gave him 7 to 8 grains of rice. So the king looked at it and he said, these are 7 to 8 grains, but you told me you had nothing in the bag. Is there any left? He said, don't come in district now, you know. You're done begging me already. I gave you what I had to give you. Don't answer the list of how much is left into the bag. He said, King, but give me back something and I give you something, man. The king said, I have nothing to give to you. He looked at the king. He said, Oh Raja, you're a kanjus ke Raja. But in Hindi, I will tell you, kanjus means he's a stingy king. Well, my little buddies, king, well, I know probably not you here tonight. But how many people are so that they don't want to share in what God has blessed them with. They rather throw away, they rather spoil, rather go to waste, but they will not give. Friends, at this time, the beggar is saying, how unfortunate I am. Keep thinking thus, the beggar, with great agony, came back to his mosquito hut. His hut was infested with bugs. And he said to himself, I am a very unhappy man. One, not only did the king not give me anything, but he took away from me. That is what we call negative thinking. What made him unhappy? Because he had to give. What made him even more unhappy? Because he did not receive from the king. My dear buddies, it is our duty to give, care less if we receive. And that will make us happy. What made him most unhappy? Because he did not receive and he had to give. But in Hindi it says, Santosham Param Sukham. Santosham means contentment. Param Sukham. Sukham means happiness. Once you live in contentment, you will be the most happiest person on this planet Earth. Do we have fear to give away what we have? Anyway, if we don't give it away, if we don't give it up, it will give us up. How it will give us up? When you breathe your last breath out and you lay in a straight jacket, Kabir Das sang a beautiful bhajan. Hariye koi na le jai hai dhan baand ke katariya, koi na le jai hai dhan baand ke katariya, re saadh re katariya, baand ke katariya, baand ke katariya, baand ke katariya, koi na le jai hai dhan baand ke katariya. Have you ever seen anyone who have died carrying a bundle with them? My friends, you could put whatever you want in the box. You put the body, it is well decorated. You could put all the gold you have. You could even write a check for $1 million and put it there. When you reach the banks of the river carrying, all will turn into smoke. Nothing will be going with us on that day. Therefore, note, my friends, life is about giving and receiving. And in receiving you can give, and it is in giving you can continue. Mr. William, will or will not, my friends, when the moment reaches and you have to leave everything and go. Yamaraj said, I want to know about what you didn't do. My duty is to take you now. You can't pass no bride in. If bride is to pass when the master of death comes, my dear devotees, you could imagine how many people would have still been with him. No bride. The moment reached, you have to go. And Yamaraj is saying, you have to leave the very body that you existed in. And the soul now is feeling the pain. I do not want to go, I do not want to go. And Kabir Das says, Kahaya Kabir Suno Kahaya Kabir Suno you have to leave everything. No matter how big your house is, or how small your house is, how rich you are, or how poor you are, all of us are going to leave this world and go. And my friends, all of us who are sitting here have already started to make our exit out of the world. We are all dying people. It's just a matter of time now. If I had the love book, I will call out your name and tell you which one, which date and which time is yours. Sri Sukta Deva Kahe Muniyani Sunabhupa Bhagavatavani. Raja Parikshit was in the same dilemma, and he called on the great Sri Sukdevji Maharaj. He said, would you be pleased to explain to me, because I know that I am going to die on the seventh day. And Sri Sukadevji says, do you know which one out of the 7th day you are going to die? He said, no, 7 days from today I will die. And Sri Sukadevji Maharaj took a stick and he made 7 strokes from the right to the left. And he asked the king, he said, check from the right to the left, how many strokes you got? He said, 7. He said, check from the left to the right, how many strokes you get? He said, 7. Then he raised that from the ground and he made it into a circle and he put 7 strokes in the circle. He says, O king, check from any part thereof the circle and see if you wouldn't get 7. The king started from this point, next point, the other point. He says, King, O Raja Parikshit, O Sri Sukadevji Maharaj, I am confused. Every point I started from, I am getting 7. He says, I want to tell you, there are 7 days of the week. Do you know that? The 7 days of the week are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He says, one out of those days of the week, it is mine and your day. Just, I can't tell you which one of the day. Which one of the day? Will it be Sunday I will be leaving this world? Will it be on a Monday I will be leaving this world? And here the Katha is telling us that Raja Parikshit was told by Sri Sukadeva Maharaj. He says, O king, what you have to do is not to live for 7 days, but live every moment in the consciousness of God, in the awareness of God. So, if you are living, you will be living for the Lord. And if you are dying, you will be dying for the Lord. So it doesn't matter. When the beggar sat down and he was crying, my friends, thinking about his losses, he emptied the bag that carried some of the grains. And while the tears is falling from his eyes, what happened? Jai Ganesha Gana Nata Dayanidhi Sagala Vigana emptied the grains that were left in the bag, it was all golden grains of rice. And when he looked at it, he tested it. It was 100% pure gold. He says, my God, why I did not have a full bag of rice? How foolish I am. This was not an ordinary king, but he was the Lord who took the form of a king to tell me, amongst kings, I am the greatest of all kings. Oh Lord, you need to say, you could not tell me you were God. Why have you done this to me? You know I have prayed to you every day that to take me out of begging, but you have plunged begging even deeper. Every day I am ashamed of myself. You asked a little of me, and I should have given you all.